Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, just joining, I am Lauren Day Soul, and this is Coffee and Soul with Lauren Day Soul. I am a card diviner, a playing card diviner. I am a spiritual practitioner. I am a writer. I am also a data analyst. I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm actually a data manager or a data analytics manager. But data analyst is just for people who are not familiar with the field. It's just easier to say that. But I am a numbers lady. But here, this is my spiritual channel. This is about really kind of delving into numbers in the spiritual way. And so I'm here doing a playing card divination. First one of the year. If you are new to my channel, I do readings for the season. And so we just started 2024. It is now, what time is it? It's like 12 something. It is 12:38, January 2nd, 2024. And so I wanted to go ahead and just kind of start my new year off with a playing card divination, just to kind of get my thoughts around, I guess, focus for the year, focus for the season. And what came up for me as I was looking at what to read, what Spirit kind of called for me to read, was doing a reading on improving our financial situations. And so not necessarily on like the how or specifics on the how, but more so if this is our intention, are there doors open and what do those doors kind of look like? And so I'm going to do some digging into that. I'm going to have to go ahead and give the disclaimer though that yes, not to be cocky with my works, but I have to give the disclaimer that take this with a grain of salt. Please take it with a grain of salt. Anything that I say, I am not a financial advisor. Anything that I say, take at your own risk. Do what feels right for you. Do what feels comfortable. I am not telling you to go out and do anything, but I am going to run these finances because I feel like 2023, which is a hard year for a lot of people, I feel like everyone kind of felt it in one way or another. And so now that we're into 2024, the question is like, how do I make sure I'm secure? How do I increase my finances? How do I get better around them? And it's a fair question. And so I feel like this is the perfect divination to do. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've already shuffled and said my prayer. And yeah. And so, again, this reading for the season, season being, I guess, winter 2024 or 90 days from today, whichever works. Again, grain of salt. If I say something that does not make sense for your life, please, please, please don't take it. I hate to say this is for entertainment purposes only, but I'm going to have to do that for this video because I really don't want anyone to just kind of take something and run with it. Because in divination and in as a spiritual sense, I may say one thing and it means that thing. But there's so many other things to go into it. And so I could say, yeah, this road is open for you, but it's not open for you if you haven't done the extra things, the extra homework that you need to be able to do, like your regular maintenance, your spiritual cleansing, your journaling. If your spirits told you something completely opposite and this wasn't the way for you, there's so many little nuances and things. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this reading. If it resonates, please take it, but please take it in a way that you think about it, and really kind of see if and how it applies for you. So we'll go ahead and get started. Looking to change, increase, improve financial situations. So we're going to go ahead and look at a couple of different strategies. So first strategy being your current job. If you are currently working, what does that look like? Thinking about maybe promotions or maybe movements within your company, where you are already. Let's look at that. So while this may be options for some of you, it might take a bit more work to be able to get there. So if you are really kind of gung ho on that promotion or gung ho, again for the season, but if you're really gung ho and kind of betting on that promotion, yes, it may be an option, but it might not be the most developed option that we have here. And so it looks like the waiting game actually. So not necessarily the door is completely open. It's not a no. It just looks like a lot of waiting here, and there might be other things you can do instead. Um, and I'm seeing waiting like not just like it may take a long time, but like waiting as in might have adverse effects for you not doing anything else besides waiting. Okay. Um, let's keep digging in. Let's say you've already applied for the job, right? Let's look at if you've already applied, you're sure in, like, what does that look like? Same, actually. So maybe this isn't the place or the time to count on a in company promotion. It might be there. There are just other things on the table that you might want to be able to consider if you're trying to really change your financial situation. So we've done that one. So let's look at like changing jobs completely, leaving the company or leaving your current role, or looking to get into a company if you are not currently working with the company, or you're working for yourself and you're looking for work that allows you to just have that regular income while you're building your own thing. So that looks good. They said it looks good. You might not like it, um, but it does look a little bit more lucrative. And so, while the currently where you are looking for positions and jobs where you are doesn't look as great, looking outside is looking actually pretty good. Again, it is saying though you might not like it. Like this might be a pit stop. But the pit stop looks open. So that might be a good one to choose. Or at least look at. And so if that's the case, that looks, I'm gonna pull this card for that. I was going to say that if that's the case, that then maybe look at it temporarily. But actually, what I'm seeing is that you might not like it, but it might open other doors. And so maybe this is a time when you start to look at other places outside of your current position. So we've done in-house, we've done outhouse. Let's look outhouse, out of house, external. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at and also actually one more card on this. This is also pertaining to side gigs. And so not just I'm going to up and quit my current job and then move somewhere else, but also maybe I want a side gig with my current role. I think I said that, but you know what I mean. Okay, got it. So let's look at your business. So if you have a business, if you're a business owner, what does that look like financially as far as increasing your revenue? I think we already did divination for new business owners. And so now, full circle, what does it look like to increase your revenue? Yeah, I'm getting this might not be increase your revenue season, but it doesn't mean that you don't need to do it. Actually, you need to do it, and you need to continue to build your business. But this particularly winter 2024 might not be the revenue increasing season. It might just be more the continue to build season. and continue with fine tuning your strategy, and kind of staying there, which is very similar to the reading that we did previously, for new business owners. Actually, it was the same of like building. This is a time of building, and so we're still in the building. So it looks like now. So current job, new job, entrepreneurship. Let's look at investments, because investments are really good. When a lot of people have gotten into investments, and I strongly believe in investments. Actually, I feel like at this point, this is not. I hate to be one of those people who's like, you have to be financially literate, um, because there's levels to that and politics and nuance to that and all of that. But I do think that there are a lot of resources out there people can take advantage of like understanding the stock market, understanding markets in general and investments and how you can kind of get into that. I feel like there's a lot of information out there and it's good for us to kind of know. But let's read on that. What about the markets? I'm getting a good time to invest. This is where I say take it with a grain of salt. Because what I don't want you to do is just invest in something and then say I did it and I said it, and that you just kind of invest in, I don't know, something really random and really bad because you didn't do your homework. You just kind of invest it willy nilly. I mean, and even in reading this, like, this is good. It's a good time for investments. Um, but it's a good time for investments as you're learning about investing, or if you already are someone who's learned, continue with your investment strategy. This is a good time for investments. And I wonder if it's a good time to buy, which is not surprising actually. Um, the interesting thing about markets is it's the best time to buy typically when the market is low. Of course, you can sell higher, and right now, there's a lot of talk about the market continuing to increase. We'll see. Don't know. I could read on that, couldn't I? I could. I should. I think I will. But a lot of talk about the markets increasing. And so if we know the market's going to increase, then this would be a good time to buy. But again, grain of salt. Grain of salt. So but it looks like the long game. So not a quick turnaround, long game. So as far as like things increasing quickly, maybe not for the season. Um, but this is a good time to buy. It is a good time to kind of buy and hold. But again, being smart on those stocks and looking up stocks. And one thing that's really good is like looking up stocks that did well during the pandemic or do well during recession areas might be a good place. But just in general, again, grain of salt. You cannot sue me for taking any investment advice. I am not a financial advisor. We are just doing a reading to kind of get our head around like what might make sense for us personally. But again, do what's right for you. Um, Anything else before investments? What about like, yeah, just reiterating those talks that make sense. So maybe not the best time to invest in something like new, or I don't say frivolous, but like, something that's a little out there, like tried and true. If you're going to go that route, might be the best. But again, say it one more time. Grain of salt. Grain of salt. Okay. I think about something else. Talking about budgeting. Yeah, budgeting. So your current resources. That's not surprising. A good budget will do well for you. Okay. So a good budget will do well, but budgeting alone is not going to help you to increase your finances or change your financial situation. And so, yes, it's good to have, it's good to do, but that alone isn't going to change your financial situation in any kind of way. Not any kind of way, but like it's just saying that's not enough by itself. Okay. So in all of those things, one of the, I guess, the best strategies that we've read so far is going to be on the new job or the new opportunity, allowing yourself to do that. Investments, but we know we're playing the long game here, and then continuing to invest in your business if you are a business owner, understanding that even though this is not necessarily the time for your revenue to increase, you still need to do it and still need to continue to move forward where you are. So what about like money unknown? Money unknown. It's a really good one. Money coming our way. We like it. Be open to surprise coin. And so if you do any kind of prosperity work, um, ask for your money and the ways you know it's going to come to you, but also ask for money unknown, money that's owed to you, money that from sources unknown that are for your highest and greatest good, that are for you, that are meant for you. Surprise money. But I'm actually surprised by that. But yeah, money unknown might be something that kind of comes into the works within this winter. I'm curious to see how that plays out. Actually, if that plays out for you, please let me know. I'd love to see it. But yeah, money unknown. And then anything else? I wonder if the homework. What about savings? Let's look at savings. But even that's kind of like budgeting, right? But let's go into savings specifically. Savings. Oh, that's dismal. I mean, that's tried and true. That's real though. Yes, do your savings plan if you have a savings plan, but that's not going to help you change your financial situation. I am not a financial advisor, but specifically for this winter, it's saying, yes, savings good, savings smart. You should have a savings plan, um, but it might not help you get to the next level. And that's not outside of like advice that we've heard before. Of saving alone is may not be enough to get you where you need to go, but there's also saving that ties with investments, depending on saving in like high interest accounts, or savings or moving savings and stock dividends. Um, Again, I just feel like I'm giving so much borderline financial advice that I really want to be careful, because what is most important to me is that you are safe, you have the resources that you need, and that you are smart about those resources. And so if any of these things feel beyond you or beyond what you feel comfortable with, please don't do them. Like I really want people to be okay and to be and their families to be safe and secure. And so if hunkering down and saving is, what and what works for you and that feels good, please do that. Like I just want people to be safe beyond um, this divination to just be, correct or not correct, but like this divination to be, reaching the masses or whatever. More so, I want you individually to be safe and be smart about your finances. But this is the reading so far. And so if you are, let's frame it this way. If you are thinking about these options in your life and one of them applies to you, then I hope this divination helps you in that way. If these are none of your current options, if these are none of the things that you're thinking about, then I hope that maybe it gets you to think about them a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with any of these, that is okay. This divination is not for everyone. And so maybe I'll catch you on the next one. But let's just look for some homework really quickly before we close out. Now we good. All right, perfect. Thank you for watching. I'll probably post, I guess, tomorrow. I'm trying to do better about posting, y'all. I really, really am. I wanted to go ahead and get this one in, though, and so I'm happy I did. But please go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. Also, maybe hit the notification icon. Last time I said I don't think you need to. But this time I was scrolling through my videos and my video didn't pop up for myself. And I was like, wait a minute. And so maybe if you want to be notified of my divinations, then please go ahead and hit the notification icon. And yeah, if this applies to you, if it's helped you in kind of way, please go ahead and leave a note in the comments or let me know. I love feedback. Either way, I hope you a wonderful, joyous, prosperous, and safe 2024. That's it. Be well.